Not your fault. It's a stupid idiot they haven't kicked out yet. Mm.
Is he still standing with a cowboy hat and a dog, or is he burning cardboard? See,
Okay.
I have this picture from last time.
I know. So I'll tell you in a second. I will start recording. Hey y'all, it is Rachel and that is Eddie, and we're also live streaming on YouTube, so don't forget that. And this is my so-called mess, and it's messy today. Welcome to it. It's a little messy. Eddie, how are you?
I'm good. I just got back from doing yoga,
Nice.
and we're headed out of town tomorrow, so
Nice.
got a
You're
lot.
headed to California?
Yes,
Driving or flying?
absolutely not driving.
Okay,
That
good.
would be
I
that would be
don't
impressive. It's like a 26-hour drive.
I don't know if you're making it like got an RV, got back in your RV life,
Oh
camper
God,
life.
no, man, don't even.
Sorry.
I can't even reopen that wound.
I'm so
Um,
sorry. I didn't mean
no,
to.
it's okay. Yeah, the RV life didn't really work out for us, and having it in the past is a good feeling. I think it was like stressing me out daily having it parked at the house. I think
Good.
I moved
I
it
mean,
to
not
like
good.
a
I'm glad you
several.
don't have it anymore. I didn't mean
Yeah,
good. I'm sorry. That was a weird comment.
no, I agree. I think we are glampers,
Good.
if we are going to camp ever, it's going to be in like a super nice cabin type of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. So, and I'm sorry if I'm low energy. I said it, I don't know, just a second ago to you, but got woken up at 5:30 because the screamer be screaming. And today he was screaming about you don't know the owners. Don't really know what that means of the apartment complex.
Hmm.
Started at five. I called, well, I got woken up at 5:30. I don't know when it actually started. I called security. Don't know if they ever even came. Emailed my front desk people, whatever office. 6:30 was still happening. He got quiet for a little bit. It just started again. He got quiet. It started actually when I was reporting for class
And he was
because
just saying the same thing over and over. You don't know the owner.
he said some other stuff, but that's the main thing I caught. He was good. Maybe yesterday he was screaming up some apartment numbers. And then my apartment said, we're sorry. And we don't have a timeline yet from when he'll be out, but he will be out. We have had a meeting with him. How is he
Hmm.
still here?
See, he must be a resident.
He lives here. Yeah, he's in the building. We don't have
So,
a timeline, but like
yeah.
how? How? If I was, you know what I mean? Like he broke the rules. He's tormenting. He's now like bothering the entire, at least this side of the building, my building, or at least
He's
this half of my building.
is he
How did they not have a timeline
a
to get
super
him out?
rich white dude with a small penis?
That's what I'm guessing.
That's usually the type of people you can't get out of places.
Like, also, now he's talking about the owners of the building and something like that. Like, he's obviously needs help, and I feel bad for him. But
Hmm.
also, it's impacting my work, my school, my studying. When I'm working with clients, like all of a sudden I'll hear yelling and I get distracted for a second, and they're telling me
Oh,
like intense shit, and I'm like, hold on, someone's yelling.
yeah,
Um,
that sucks. That
yeah.
it's hard to be professional in those scenarios. When this is a only tangentially related, we were in Barcelona and we slept in this hostel,
Mm.
and like across the way all night there was this kid going, "Mama, Mama."
Oh, that would bother me.
And
It'd
it
scare
was
me.
like creepy. It was pretty scary. It just never stopped, like even in the morning.
Oh
And
my God.
then, yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like, I hope that kid's okay. I hope like we got to check on this kid. But then also it was like we're leaving today. Like we're catching a flight. Like there's no way we're gonna like
Right.
help this kid. But every now and then, me or Meg will go, "Mama," and either of us know what we're talking about. It's like an inside joke now. So hopefully you can
Uh,
laugh about it later.
I don't know, I'm so tired and my head hurts and I've got more to do today. So yeah, I'm just in a crabby ass mood and waiting for him to like firebomb the building.
Hmm.
Mm.
Well, so I finished Hacks on HBO and I
All
started
of it.
watching all of it, like binged that mother. And then it was really delicious. A really delicious show.
Yeah, I didn't watch I need to get
Mm.
Max so I can watch the newer season.
Yeah, it's really fun and it's like I love comedy. I told you I went and saw David Cross when he was here.
I think so.
Um
I
and
liked him.
then yeah, I don't know. It's just the right amount of industry bullshit for me. Like it's not too heavy on the industry bullshit,
Gotcha.
which a lot of like new movies and television seem to be
Yeah.
um, praising the industry by making a show about behind the scenes. Like the show itself is behind the scenes of the industry, and it's like whatever. But this had enough of that. But other than that, I really liked it. And then today I started watching Righteous Gemstones. Have you seen
Okay.
that?
A little bit. That's another one I've seen a little bit, but not.
It's impressive. I mean, I've only seen part of the first episode, but it's got Danny McBride and
Hmm.
John Goodman and
I love John
Adam
Goodman.
Devine.
Adam Devine.
He's the guy from
Yeah.
Workaholics.
I never watched that.
Hmm. I don't know what else you would know him from. He's in all those Circle water commercials.
Okay.
You know that guy?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about. Um, yeah, I watched Ginny and Georgia, and now
Hmm.
my life is all about Love Island. It's on every night except for Wednesdays.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it consumes my life, and then I have to go on like read all these things to see like. So I don't know if you remember, but years ago when Big Brother was really big, now it's on like they do have 24-hour streaming, but it's censored. But it used to
Uh-huh.
have 24-hour streaming on Cinemax,
Wow.
and it was all uncensored. And Big Brother seasons, like, I didn't sleep. I would stay up in case I missed anything. I was on Big Brother boards, this one particular season in general, and I don't remember anything else about it, but I was watching like constantly. And I wish that Love Island had like 24-hour feed because you miss so much. Like, like they show it's an hour, they have to clip it together to make it make sense. But like, there's probably so much that happens. And I just love it's a good mindless show because I have to think about too much. I think the whole world has to think about too much right now, but
Yeah.
I can turn my brain off.
So you're talking, it's like a streaming channel that would just show 24-hour Big Brother?
It was on Cinemax on one of their like channels. It just from not 24 hours, I'm sorry, from like midnight or later, I forget, till like four
Hmm.
o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, they just showed Big Brother feeds.
I see. Yeah, no, I remember they would do that for old reality shows like in the early 2000s. I I think it was Flavor of Love or yeah, Flavor of Love, the one with Flavor Flav.
Mhm.
I hadn't seen any of it, and then one day I just watched all of it. Like
Oh, so this
including
isn't
like it
like
was the day of the finale and they
yeah,
just showed it all.
so this is like on MTV, like where they show, but instead of it being like where they just show all the episodes, they show what's being filmed in the cameras they're not filming the episodes.
Oh wow.
So you see everything. You see like people hooking up, people fighting that like,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, that
everything.
behind the
So you
scenes
because
stuff.
yeah, because they have the cameras going all the time, and like in Big Brother house, the cameras are always on. In Love Island, they have people filming, but there's also cameras all over. They could
Yeah.
just keep the cameras going, and like it would jump from one camera to another. Like so, you'd be in the bathroom scene for a while, and then it would jump to the bedroom camera, and you just never knew. You didn't really like. You just never knew what it was going to jump to. It was so fun. You got to see. So you knew like because if you watched it weekly, you would know like who was up for certain things before it happened. Because you're watching it 24 hours.
Oh wow. That sounds intense. That sounds
It
like
was
a lot to keep up with.
it was so intense and I couldn't stop. I was on like I said, I was reading these boards all the time. And that's what I feel like is happening with Love Island, but I don't get to watch it 24 hours.
Do you ever post
Um,
on boards or are you just a lurker?
I'm a lurker.
Nice. Same.
Yeah. Because I feel like I'm a lurker. I can't be like, oh my God, I'm so into that show, you know? Like I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
looking. I'm just peeping. A
Yeah,
peeping
I feel like
Tom.
there is some like credentials you need to be that into something where it's
Mm,
like if you are a poster, one of the people who like creates contents on these forums, I feel like you have to kind of maybe in your signature prove how much you've watched of a certain
right.
show.
They
Be like,
do sometimes
I'm
like
an
in some of
expert.
those like well like throwback older episodes. And I'm like, dude, how do you remember 20 fucking years ago from this? Because I'm on a lot of like Bravo, like there's well, this one podcast called Watch What Crappens, which is
Hmm.
like they reenact all the Bravo shows in a funny way, and it's hysterical. And it's called Watch What Crappens to make fun of Andy, whatever. I can't think of his last name right now. The Bravo
Dick?
guy. He has a no, he has a show called Watch What Happens. Andy. He does the New Year's Eve with the other guy from Anderson. C. Anderson. Jeez. He does the CNN New Year's. You know who he is, the tall, skinny reporter,
Oh,
gay.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper. See, I got it backwards. Okay. So he does New Year's Eve with Anderson Cooper, Andy, whatever his name is. I can't think of. But like every show they do a recap. Like, and people will, every show they do like a live feed, where people like say what's going on or respond to stuff. But I won't respond. I won't post anything. Sometimes I'll like something I say just to feel like, I don't know. But
Keep it in your feed.
yeah. But no, Lord of the Rings. Oh my God, I don't watch Lord of the Rings. Love Island is just, and people, of course, like it's not as good as last season. Everyone complained about it last season at this point now. It's still early.
You know,
So
I think
frustrating.
you're on the leading edge of like reality dating shows because now people on podcasts that I'm listening to they talk about Love is Blind a lot.
Yeah,
And I feel like it had its moment with you and
yeah, I'm
you're
done with
past it.
that. I mean, there's like, well, what comes on soon, which I'm very excited about, is the new The Ultimatum, which
Hmm.
is done by the Love is Blind, Nick Lachey, and they started it. But it's like couples give each other ultimatums to get married or break up. And they brought a queer edition. So this is the second season of the queer edition coming up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that's a good angle.
It's so good.
Yeah.
This one is lesbians, and it's fantastic, and it's gonna be the second season. And then also, yeah, that one. There's so many. I watch all the ones like Too Hot to Handle, um, Temptation Island. There's other ones. Couple to Thruple.
Um, yeah, thruples therapy. Um, I don't know if that's one.
Thruple. There is a good show called Couples Therapy.
You know, I
Um,
watched that on the plane when I went to Amsterdam. I think you had
oh yeah, yeah,
suggested
yeah.
it, and I liked it at first, but 3 episodes in, I was like, this is too much. I'm just not into
Oh,
like,
I can't watch like episode after episode. I just have to watch. I
yeah,
watched them for school too, like, 'cause I can get hours for it.
yeah.
Um, but jeez,
And
yeah,
those were real people.
I think,
I didn't look it up at all. It seemed like they were real people. Well, I don't know
I
why
think
I'm
so.
questioning it.
I think so.
It was
Um,
like unbelievable at
yeah,
some points. It's like this is insane.
yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't even know. Sorry, like I said, I'm low energy from that guy, and I keep like waiting to hear him yelling.
Oh, let me
Um,
keep talking about movies and TV shows. So this week, we were playing my kids and I were playing some thing, and it referenced Pirates of the Caribbean, and they are only familiar with the ride, the Pirates of the Caribbean,
mm,
and the game we were playing had like, scenes from the movie, and they're like, what the fuck is all this? They didn't say that, but
that'd be fun
basically
if they did.
they're like, what is all this? And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, there's like two or three Pirates of the Caribbean movies that they made back in the early 2000s, and they were really huge success. And so I was like, we should watch one of them. And they were like, no, I don't want to watch that. That's insane. And so I looked it up first because there were five. Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and they are making a sixth one.
Are they really? Is Johnny Depp
Yeah,
in it still?
yeah, yeah, old JD. And
Jeez.
they like Orlando Bloom's in four of them.
I know.
Keira Knightley, or is that who
I think so.
the lady
They were
is?
good in the beginning, but then they just got,
The first one, I think, is a pretty fabulous movie because I put
yeah.
it on just to see. And I think I was thinking there was like this big twist that happens in the movie. Like there's this moment that I remember the whole movie being worth watching because of this moment. And so I put it on and I started watching it. And then I had to go make dinner. But then I came back and the kids were watching it. And so I was like, okay, we're doing this. We're gonna finish it. And I think it was a pretty satisfying watch. At the end, they were like, yeah, I could see watching another one of those. And I'm like, I don't think I
Oh,
could. Like, it was like 3 hours long, dude.
yeah, they were, yeah, I'm tired of these long movies. When you were,
But listen to this. The
yes.
first movie, the budget was like, I don't know, 250 million. Is that a
Mm-hmm.
normal budget for a big blockbuster? It made 650 million. And
Dang.
then they spent about the same amount on the second movie, and it made globally like 1.2 billion dollars. You know, like huge amounts of money. And then they made a third one, and that was the most expensive movie ever made at the time. And they spent like $780 million making this movie, and it made money. Like it somehow made
Damn.
money. And so they just keep making these things, and a lot of the money is not domestic. Like the domestic box office is really low on them, but then internationally it makes like almost $1 billion by like just that way. And I think I find that incredible.
That's
Incredible, right?
interesting. Yes.
Like are there movies that are even that good? Like what is the appeal of like
I don't know. Johnny Depp?
I mean he's cool, I guess. Edward
He's all right.
Scissorhands? Sure.
There were some movies I really liked this, but yeah, that's crazy. When you were saying about your kids not remember, like not knowing what the movie was,
Yeah.
I was just watching, don't judge me, but I was just watching Next Generation. I forget what the actual show is. It's like the kids of Bravo celebrities now have their own show,
Oh,
and
this
they added
sounds
in some
perfect
people.
for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, it's terrible, but I still watched one episode. But they were like,
Like
and they're
Tim
not,
Gunn's child.
no, it's like Real Housewives children.
I don't know if Tim Gunn has a child.
I don't either. But like one of them was from Real Housewives of Atlanta, actually two. One's from Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. One of them, and then one of them is Damon Dash's daughter, Rockefeller, clothing, like music. And then some other people that are just like socialites in New York.
Right, right.
And so this one person on the show, their job is to create these events. And they had a rave. Was it the Diplo one? I can't remember. They had a rave at Katz's Deli in New York. Would
A
you know Katz's
rave?
Deli? Yeah, they
Yeah,
did like
yeah.
an
How'd they have a rave there?
after hours. I have no idea. They brought in a
Oh,
DJ and had some like rave or something. They did
okay.
it at other places too. Like one of them had Diplo at it. I can't remember. But the person who curated this event was like said something like, "Oh, when Harry Met Sally made this place famous," and no one knew what Harry Met Sally was,
Really? It seems like a pretty stock movie to know about.
right? Like even though it was a long time ago, like I'll Have What She's Having, they show it in other movies and stuff.
I'd say it's on the level of movie that you need to know about, like Sleepless in Seattle or maybe Pretty Woman. I feel
Yeah,
like it's pretty iconic.
yeah. How do you not know the orgasm scene from the fake orgasm from Katz's Deli?
Yeah. The world's most famous fake orgasm scene.
Yep, that was such a great scene. Um, yeah,
Well, now that I think about that, most filmed orgasms are probably fake. Do
that's
you
true.
think they probably have put a
They
real
have,
orgasm in a movie?
yeah,
And I
but
feel like
no.
that's not a selling point. They're not going to be like, all the orgasms in this movie are authentic.
But you're supposed to think they're authentic because also, like in most movies. Everybody orgasms at the same time,
Hmm.
always
Hmm.
together.
Is that desirable for you to have a simultaneous orgasm with someone?
I mean, so if you think about it this way,
I'm going to.
if you both orgasm at the same time, you can just be like, okay, we're both done.
Okay, well, yeah.
Right? You don't have to like
Scheduling wise, that really
scheduling
works out.
wise, it works out really well. Um, yeah, that's the most part. Scheduling wise, it works out really well.
Are you going for just one orgasm per sesh? Is that, I feel like that's normal for a lot of people.
Yeah, hopefully one.
Hmm.
I've also had a lot of surgeries.
During sex?
No, 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 no. I think I might have said this already. I can't remember. I had stage 4 endometriosis
Hmm.
years ago. So I've had like seven or eight surgeries. I had laparoscopies and then I had a complete hysterectomy. They took like everything.
Hmm.
So it can be hard to have an orgasm.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm not orgasm
no, so
shaming.
yeah, one would be
I'm just saying
great.
one and then simultaneous better. Um,
I mean, of
what
course,
about,
like
okay, hold on. Because that's a two orgasm budget that you're working with. What if you get two orgasms and the other person gets none?
no problem. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What if they get two orgasms and you get none though?
I mean, sometimes it's like, well, whatever, we had fun.
Is two orgasms better than one pair of complementary orgasms?
It
And it depends. I know it depends.
depends. Like, it
I'd
also
like you to
depends,
break it down.
what's the goal? Because sometimes it's like, you're with somebody, it's like, this is my day, right?
Hmm.
Like, it's all about me today.
Hmm.
Um, and are we always talking penetration?
Orgasms, no, it's ag penetration agnostic.
Okay. Uh,
And if you're doing it over the phone, there's got to be some sort of time delay. So you can pretend
uh,
you're having simultaneous orgasms, but
well,
it's seconds
yeah.
apart.
Yeah. And also on the phone, it's like you fake a lot of shit.
Hmm. Like being interested.
I'm doing homework.
Uh-huh, yeah.
I mean, unless I want to video it, that's different. But
When we started this, I had a chat box open up and I typed into the chat box for a second. But I think you could tell I was doing that. I wasn't trying to hide it from you.
you typed
And
into the chat box?
not in our chat, just a different chat opened up on my computer.
Oh, I don't, I didn't notice.
I wasn't trying to hide it.
Oh, okay. I didn't think you're trying to hide anything.
What about these?
Just eyes.
Yeah, like
I had a friend who, in a surfing accident.
I'm listening.
I want to believe the story is that they were surfing and he went and pulled down someone's pants. I don't know if this part's true. This is my memory of how it happened. I wasn't there. And the guy got mad, like jumped, and the guy's surfboard went and it hit the other guy's eye, and he lost his eye. He did. He
The
definitely lost his eye. That part's true.
the dude who got pantsed or the dude who was
The
performing
pantser. I
the
believe the
pantser?
pantser got hit in the eye
Mm,
with the,
what poetic irony, right?
yeah. So he lost his eye.
Damn.
So he has a fake eye. And he used to take out, and that was like I think we were still in high school, maybe college. And he would like take out his eye and like put it in people's drinks.
Ew,
I know,
don't do that.
I know.
Is the eye like is the eye socket sterile and then you just wipe it off and pop it
I
back
have
in
no
there?
fucking
Like,
idea. He used to take his eye all the time, be like, look at this. I see you. Like, stop. I don't remember what he used to
well,
say.
way to bring it back to Pirates of the Caribbean, because there is a pirate in that who goes through multiple prosthetic eyes in the movie. That was the part of the
Mm,
movie that my kids were most interested in, was this one pirate's fake eye journey.
mm.
And
Interesting.
at
Yeah, he used
one
to.
point, a fork gets stuck in it, and he like looks up and looks around, and the fork kind of moves up and around.
I don't remember that.
It
I feel
happened,
like
dude.
that. I feel like the eye guy also a few times smashed bottles over his head.
The eye guy
My
from the
eye
surfing
guy.
story.
Yeah.
He smashed bottles over a surfing guy and then pantsed him.
No, 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 no. He would like. smack a bottle over his own head and be like, I'm so crazy. Like, I don't know.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a mental health issue.
Yeah, it was an issue. He's good now. Um, but yeah, okay, orgasm. I also think like there is something that could be like, oh, you have an orgasm at the same time, like it's together and it's fun. But like then I have to think about you. I don't know. But also
What
at some
about,
points it's like sometimes there is great like sex and there might not be an orgasm for both people.
yeah. No, I feel you. And sometimes the orgasm's not the same, you know?
Yeah,
Sometimes it's like an all right orgasm.
yeah. That can't all be like um
But
oh
I think if you have three orgasms though,
in
that's
one
gotta in one sitting.
in one sitting. I'm like, I don't know if I have time for all that.
After two, you're like, okay, you'd look at your watch and you're just like, I got
Kind of.
places to be.
Because sometimes I'm like, I really enjoy having sex, and sometimes like, okay, like, just come. We're good.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
I
That's fine.
budgeted 15 minutes
Yeah,
and
like that song is played like 4 times now.
nice. I like the playlist, the sex playlist.
I love sex playlists. I like working out to sex playlists.
Oh, wow.
Living
Wow. Do you
on the edge.
have a living on the edge?
You
That's
know,
nice.
because
Nice.
like you're at
Yeah.
the gym listening to sex shit, and you're like, hmm,
Is that what
well,
people who do edging, they say a lot? They're like, I'm living on the edge.
may probably I could have a corgasm. Maybe I was trying to have a corgasm.
A corgasm? I've never heard that.
Okay. You've never heard of orgasm? You've never heard of someone having an orgasm at the gym while they're like doing core work?
Oh, I've heard of people orgasming at the gym. I've just never heard it called a corgasm. I
Yeah.
like that.
Corgasm. How about a peegasm?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have you heard of that one?
You brought that one
Okay,
up.
peegasm. I love to like, I know it's so terrible. Listeners, don't do as I do. Um, I live on the edge. Again, living on the edge. That's my thing
Right, you're
today.
constantly just like rubbing your clit, almost there, waiting for waiting for
No,
the moment.
I wait to pee as long as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like public bathrooms either. So if like I'm out, I'll wait till I get home. Yeah, peegasm something.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fun. I've
Does
never
it
had a,
hurt? Does it hurt?
no, nah.
Hmm.
I've never had a corgasm.
No, few have, honestly. Few have.
Um,
I think you need at least four abs
oh,
showing.
that was a long time ago.
Hmm.
Um, I did in college, my like freshman or sophomore year.
You got
Forget.
a four pack?
I had a little bit of a pack. I used to do like ridiculous workouts. Um,
Well,
but
that would have been your corgasm time,
yeah, it's too bad.
your corgasm window.
Yeah, I missed my window. Never have to bring it back.
I
Nah.
feel like that's one of those orgasms that's you'd be chasing for a while, and then there it is again. There is my cost benefit analysis. Would it be worth it, you know?
No, because also, do you want to have an
Work that
orgasm at
core?
the gym?
Some people do. I don't. No. I don't, man, I just met a friend of a friend, and it was like a person I already had seen a few times, and we've interacted because they like sell coffee at the coffee shop I go to. But um they've come into the YMCA a few times and I just don't even say hi. And like I talked to them for the first time at that David Cross show and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna say hi to you at the YMCA, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be your friend. It's just like I don't talk to people at the like while I'm working out, like I don't want any attention on me and I don't want any attention on anyone.
Yeah.
I just want to like do the run, watch the home flippers on the television and then get out of
Mm,
there. I want to have a conversation. Maybe after 2 months of seeing you regularly, I'll do something like this.
a little. I just do a little.
Maybe a little finger
Yeah, just a little head nod. Yeah, see you.
thumbs up.
I don't want to talk to people.
Okay, so I don't want to talk to people. I also don't want to orgasm in front of people because I feel like that would attract so much attention, you know?
I know. I
I
don't want
guess
to
you
be known
could
as,
like I could be quiet about it.
okay, but you say that. But if it was your first orgasm, right? And you don't know what's about to happen.
Baby's first orgasm.
And you're sitting there doing something at the gym and you like just do something and it's just like whoosh. You might not
Yeah.
be able to be
Yeah.
quiet.
On that rowing machine.
You know people rub up and down on that rowing machine trying to
Yeah,
do
oh, it
something.
looks like they're grinding for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I
I
just
don't
don't
know
think
if
I
that
can.
counts though. Doesn't it have to be pure core? Like,
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like that's a
That's
bastardization of what we're talking
well,
about
that's
here.
more like they're masturbating, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think
I
about that when I
imagine
get
people
on.
do masturbate at the gym, right? Like you can do those wearable vibrators and just like,
Yeah, so yes. And then people, yeah, and there was a whole big thing about, I don't, is this still a thing? I guess. You know when butt plugs had their big moment?
like what? No, I don't. I mean, I know what you're saying.
So butt plugs, I feel like for a moment, I mean, they're still being talked about, but I feel like there was a moment on social media where butt plugs were talked about everywhere. And all these
Yeah.
girls were wearing butt plugs, not just girls, but I saw the girls fitness stuff to do their squats.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I know what you mean by butt plugs having their moment. And I think it's like their 15 minutes of fame,
Yeah.
perhaps. Because when I thought of butt plugs having their moment, it's like, live at the Oscar or they hosted the Emmys or something.
They did have a big moment, like they were everywhere talking people talking about the butt plugs. And some people were those, but yeah, some people, I guess, like you have those. I guess if you were like you get the Bluetooth, and you could be like, I'm going to the gym, and some like so you could have someone fuck with your Bluetooth like little toy.
Right, yeah.
But like, who wants to org like what? I guess some people. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't mean to yuck anyone's yum, because I get that some people might enjoy orgasming in front of a large group of people, but I don't want to be known as orgasm girl.
Orgasm girl at the gym.
Yeah, like they like, ooh, she's about to like. Also, I've never like, okay. Do you ever think about this? I guess it'll be different because it's different
Can they
kind of
kick you out of the gym for coming very
maybe.
hard?
And
Yeah,
may probably. I guess especially was a Planet Fitness because you can't make certain noises there or be too loud.
true that.
But also like if you think about like O face,
Right. Where your
right?
lips make the shape of an O.
No. But yeah, sure. Oh. But like I don't know what I look like.
Oh
I never
wow.
like you've watched yourself.
No, I had this friend though, and he said something about like how he masturbated while looking in the mirror. And I
Yeah.
thought that is like, and then at the moment of coming, like stared directly into his own eyes. And I was like, that is dangerous, right? Like, is that, did you disappear or like what happened? Like that's such a powerful moment to share with yourself.
That is. I've done like I have a giant mirror to the like right in front of my bed.
Hmm.
So I have like kind of look, but I'm like not close up and I'm like lying down. So I haven't really like, I guess it's yeah.
It'll be on your mind next time, I'm
I
sure.
know.
I think I've masturbated in a mirror before, like every human. No.
Yeah. I bet.
Not every human has done it, but I have. And I avoided eye contact just like a little scared child, like,
Yeah,
oh,
I would totally avoid eye contact. But then I think if they're well, it's different. I mean, still my face wasn't in it. I'm like, but I've watched myself. Yeah. It's something that I don't want to watch my face. Like, what do I do? What does my body do?
I
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not necessarily into masturbating in a mirror. I think it's just there sometimes.
Yeah, I mean it's there, you gotta look.
It would be like
So
that would be weird if you had to like find your mirror in order to masturbate. It's like, well, I got the laptop, I got the all the stuff I need, but I can't find the mirror, so guess I'm
that's where
guess
you
I'm not
need
doing it today.
that's where you just need like I do. I've got 3 mirrors in my room.
That is kinky, dude. Like mirrors above the bed.
No, I don't have any mirrors above the bed. I have a giant full-length mirror at the foot of, like, across from my bed. I
Hmm.
have a big mirror that's just like a wall mirror. And then I don't know if you could see this thing. Let's see. See that? That's like a
Oh,
trifold mirror.
wow. Fancy.
Um,
Like for getting dressed and seeing all the
it
angles.
actually no, because you can't really see yourself that well in it. It was a room divider at my parents' that I always loved.
I like it.
Yeah, so I have three mirrors in this little space because I'm
Makes
a
it feel
narcissist.
bigger.
Personally, and like if I'm on the phone and I'm sitting in my bed, I will sit and watch myself talk to people
Hmm.
because, of course, how could you not? I mean, I'm watching myself talk right now. Do you watch yourself
Yeah.
on Zoom?
I have you in the larger window. So you're at the bottom and you're taking up about most of the thing. And then I'm in a little window at the top and I peek up
Oh,
at
okay.
myself, check
So
my
we're
hair.
we're even Steven on mine. We're 50-50. You're on
Oh yeah.
top,
And you're
just so you
just
know.
staring at yourself.
Oh yeah, I watch myself all the time.
I dyed my hair blue. And it's not blue at all. It's maybe black. But I've never dyed my hair before, and I really wanted to get rid of those grays that are showing up
Hmm.
because we're going to see Meg's parents, and I'm feeling like I look old, so I wanted to do that. And boy, it just made a huge mess. And then you
Huge
know how
mess.
we've been going to the pools a lot?
Hmm.
Well, I didn't want like, Rudy Giuliani, like the
Right. Yeah,
hair dye
yeah.
spilling down my face, so I've just been like keeping my head above water. And sure enough, like a week after I had dyed it, like I took a shower and it was just like,
Oh, it's still.
yeah, dripping blue stuff everywhere. And I'm like, this is really messing up my house more than giving me a blue, even a blue tint. There's no
I
hint of blue anywhere.
I do the demi. I don't do it at home, but the last time when I did it, was it the last time that first of all, I ruined my Georgia sweatshirt because my hair, they let my hair hit it in the back. But sometimes they forget to tell you, like, it's gonna, like, yes, I should know, but I think, like, yeah, I see it's coming out in my shower a little bit, but I don't think of how much is gonna be on my towel. And I'm very specific about towels I use, and I don't like them I know towels get dirty, but I love my towels. I think
Yeah. No, you got to have
yeah.
like a towel that you're willing to sacrifice.
Yeah, so that's what I do now. After I get my hair colored for a few days, I use my old towel, my purple towel instead of my good towels.
Yeah.
God, I feel like that sounds so old of me. I keep my good towels. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have good towels until you get to be a certain age. And I don't know. When I was little, I didn't know the difference between a good and a bad towel because
Oh,
I only had ever had shitty towels. And then,
okay. So in my house, we had a lot of towels growing up. Now that I think about it, and I had there were some shitty ones, but then I had my favorite, like big towel.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think my
you've been
mom got a fan.
a lifelong towel connoisseur.
Except when I went to like, I think when I lived on my own, not as much because, we were just trying to get by. I think I was specific about what towel I want, but then it was like, oh, they just get ruined. I don't know. But now, yeah. I have towels. I want bigger towels. My mom got into like the really big bath towels, and I really like those. Thanks, Mom. R.I.P.
Oh, dang. I know I have a big towel that I just used today, and it's so much better than the we have some towels that like barely even get
I know.
like neck to waist,
I
and it's
just
like, what is the
R.I.P'd my
point of
mom. I don't
this?
know if you noticed that. I
Hmm.
R.I.P'd my mom and pointed to the ceiling about towels.
Yeah, dude. I feel like that's pretty gangster of you. Like pour one out for your mom.
Oh, happy almost Father's Day. Talking about pouring out for my mom.
Right, yeah. Meg asked me what I wanted for Father's Day, and I'm like, I don't know. Um, I don't really think about it. I
Okay.
I'm surprised. I was like, is it today?
And you'll
It's
be in
not today.
California
I don't, is it tomorrow? When is it? We're going
Sunday.
tomorrow.
Sunday. You'll be in
Yeah,
California.
we'll be out there. Are they
Um,
always on Sunday?
yeah.
I gotta get my dad something.
Me too. Um, are you going? Well, no, you'll be in California. I am a little worried about the like big marches on Saturday being
Yeah,
Austin.
So Austin had some protests too, right? That got busted
Hmm.
up, not
Hmm.
by just by the local
It
PD.
wasn't local, it was Department of something. It was, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. It wasn't just the local cops. It was like some, I don't know.
It's a twofold thing for me. Like I'm worried about them, but I'm glad that they're happening. Like
Yeah,
they
I mean, I got
this
that.
is
I
what
was
needs
supposed,
to happen. Like we're past the point of sanity. We're
no,
past the point of like just hoping that the courts hold out or hoping that we make it till 2026. Like this is real and it protest. Do it.
and I totally agree with that. I also, this is the other side. Texas DPS,
Hmm.
Department of Public Safety. It's mostly public safety, I think that. But I have to work Saturday on South Congress and Riverside, and a lot of the marches like start around that area and then walk to Congress to the Capitol.
Yeah.
They closed down part of Riverside that night and walked. So one, I'm like, shit, they're gonna start around the time, like just the logistics.
These protests are gonna ruin my route to work.
Yes, but also because I don't know how else I'd get there. But also, if things go south, which is quite possible, we don't have any security where I am. Like,
Yeah.
we're just a bunch of girls working in a vitamin drip place.
I wonder like if there is some sort of rioting, I don't think that people are going to be busted into the vitamin shop and stealing vials,
No, but I think
smashing
like, but I
smash and
just think
grab.
people like running through, like there's a bank right there.
Yeah, I bet the most annoying thing you'll have to do is let someone use your bathroom.
Nope, won't do it.
Won't happen.
No, because like I'm thinking about like if they, because like let's say, because I would think that protesters would protest right on South Congress, not Congress.
Yeah.
Also, because that's where all the shops are to like protest capitalism too and all that. So like shit, well I can't go that way. But then they also block off Riverside. I'm like, well, I guess we're sleeping here tonight. Is like was my other thought.
Oh wow.
Because there would be no way out otherwise if they do
Yeah.
both streets.
Yeah.
So
I didn't really
um
think about that.
yeah, but I mean I'm glad people are doing what they should be doing, but like I also have fear. Also, sorry, something just was a big bang outside and I thought it was a screamer. Um,
The Screamer?
yeah, the guy,
Hmm.
the screaming guy. I thought it
Yeah,
was
I,
him.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, we're calling him the Screamer now. I like that.
Yeah, I call him the screamer.
Cool.
So it wasn't him.
Good.
So you will be in California, so we'll be on vacation for a little bit.
Yeah, unless you want to record, I mean, who knows? I'll probably have some free time, so
But I don't want you to have to think about it too. Like you're with family. So we can take a little break if you want to take a summer break.
I'll be there for a couple weeks. So
Okay, we can figure it out.
it's not a break that's longer than we've taken before. So
Okay, we can figure it out.
yeah.
Anything else exciting you want to share before we peace out? It's like,
No, I think
well, don't
that's it.
forget to check out our YouTube channel. Everybody wish Eddie a happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Eddie. Enjoy your trip. Safe travels. Check out our YouTube. Perfect Life Coaching, Instagram. You can chat with us. Send us any questions, thoughts, updates, anything you want us to know. Oh, yeah. Until next time, peace out. Oh, also, June is Men's Mental Health Month. So, men, take care of yourselves. Taking care of your mental health is important. Until next time, bye. All right. File. Oh, I just didn't stop it. Did I? There, now I stopped it.
Oh, can you up I'm still working on the website. I think something's going on with like the latest update on
Okay.
Firefox. I don't know what browser you use, but it might not upload correctly from, do you
I
use
use
like
Chrome.
Chrome? It worked fine in like Safari for Mac,
I don't have
but
Safari.
I just post it to the Google Drive again
Okay.
and I will do the upload part.
Okay, episode 218, what should we call this? Orgasm?
Oh dang, Corgasm. Yeah.
Okay. Did I spell that right? Corgasm. So I will upload it. It might take me a minute to find it because I can never find shit because I'm dumb.
Yeah, no, as soon as I get it, I'll upload it later today. I've got to go pick up
Okay,
the kids
that's
from
fine.
summer camp.
This what episode do we say this was? 218?
Um, YouTube says 218. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm doing this backwards. Where you're gonna pick up your kids?
Yeah, they're at like a summer camp thing that
Fun.
ish. It's basically we're paying them to hang out with one of their friends. It's
Okay.
weird because the friend of the mom's the f the mom of the friend is running the camp, and they didn't have that
Oh,
many people in the camp, and they're like, "Well, we're going to be at camp all week," and so we're like, "Well, we'll just send our kids to that camp."
gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, have fun on your trip. Yeah, just keep me posted. It's whatever. Like if we take a break, we take a break. It's fine.
All right, cool. Well, I'll talk to you
All right.
later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.